What is going on, everybody? It is Saturday, May 2nd, 2026, 6 p.m. Central Daylight Time. And honestly, there's not a whole lot to talk about. It's pretty quiet across the central United States as there is an area of high pressure stretched across portions of the middle United States. As we move forward into tomorrow, we could see an increasing potential of severe weather, especially as we move into early to mid next week. Here's what we're looking at as far as Storm Prediction Center probabilities for day 2 tomorrow. We have a level 1 out of 5 on the severe weather scale, also known as a marginal risk of severe weather, across portions of central Missouri into south central Illinois. I almost think there's no tornado potential whatsoever tomorrow. This looks like it's going to be more of a possibly damaging winds and hail risk tomorrow. And then as we move into day 3, basically the same area, but it just kind of expands into the Ohio Valley regions. I do think this could get upgraded to a level 2 out of 5 on the severe weather scale. I'm going to show you why here in a minute. The CSU model is also showing basically the same area for Monday. And then as we move into Tuesday, this area continues to expand, with the focus being over Arkansas. So this is just the GFS model. This is Monday morning. Notice we have thunderstorms ongoing across central Illinois, Indiana, and Missouri. As we move forward here, notice that we have a low pressure system strengthening across the Colorado and Kansas border. This is about sunset time on Monday. Notice that there's not too much going on. There is some thunderstorm activity across Illinois, Indiana, and the Ohio Valley regions. And then notice right here as we get to 06Z, the overnight period between Monday and Tuesday, we have quite a bit of convection going up out here. And we have this low pressure system still centered across Oklahoma and Kansas. As we move into Tuesday, notice we have thunderstorms ongoing in the morning into the early afternoon. And then as we get into the evening, these storms continue. And once again, on the day 4 outlook from the CSU model, it's kind of showing, more of an expansive region of severe weather probabilities, with once again the focus being over the Arklatex region. And as we move over to the European model, this is basically the same time. Yeah, this is the same time on Tuesday. Notice, it's showing the same thing. We have quite a bit of storms going up here across southern Illinois, into Arkansas, Indiana, southern Missouri. And then as we move into Wednesday, I do think the severe weather risk is going to continue. It's basically just going to move off to the south, and the Storm Prediction Center is highlighting that as they have a day 5 slight risk across Mississippi, Alabama, and Louisiana. I do think the bigger days for severe weather are going to be Tuesday and Wednesday, with the smaller days kind of being tomorrow and Monday. And once again, this is what we're looking at for tomorrow. We only have a marginal risk of severe weather across Missouri and south central Illinois. I do think this is, one of the smaller chances we've had in a while. This is not going to be an outbreak. We don't need people, getting, very concerned about anything tomorrow. Just have a way to get alerts and weather warnings on your phone. And then once again, this is what we're looking at for Monday. We have a marginal risk across Missouri, Illinois, southern Iowa, eastern Kansas, Indiana, and Ohio. I do think this will get upgraded to a level 2 out of 5 at some point, somewhere in this general vicinity. And then as we get into Tuesday and Wednesday, I do think there's going to be a better chance of severe weather. I will have another video at some point posted tomorrow, probably tomorrow evening, once we get some more model runs coming in for this week, and I will update you guys on what the Storm Prediction Center is saying for this week. That's basically all I got. It's a pretty short video. There's not too much going on, but it does look like we will be entering a more active period of severe weather as we move into next week. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.